On Newswatch 12 at 4, we told you about St. Timothy's Episcopal Church and its efforts providing food to the homeless who are down on their luck. Well, tonight, the Brookings City Council will hold a meeting. One of the items on the agenda will be whether or not to allow churches to continue feeding the homeless. Newswatch 12 Daniel Ramirez spoke with members of the church today, not only about tonight's vote, but also the work they've been able to provide through the pandemic.
Yeah, Brian, as you mentioned, since the start of the pandemic, members of the St. Timothy's Episcopal Church in Brookings have not only held their own in helping out those in need, but we're also picking up on other local churches' work when they would temporarily suspend their efforts. They tell me that they've had to face a variety of changing circumstances as a result of the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, which has led them to change their days of service on multiple occasions, at times providing their church meal services 6 days a week. In addition to the aftermaths because of the pandemic, members of the church have also been able to notice a severe instability within the Brookings homeless population, as support services that they could receive were no longer available to them.
We're seeing that people have been displaced. So consequently, over the last year and a half, there's been a lot more homeless people, but they're in their fragility. They have been, their behavior has been affected. In other words, they could kind of hold it together before, and now whatever mental health problems they have, they're acting out more.
Now, Lindley adds that, as a matter of fact, just today that they had to deal with a difficult situation of someone acting out, to the point that they had to call the police to get involved in the matter. And local to the area, which he adds to the fact that the majority of those less fortunate have been receiving help from the church, are actually Brookings locals. And coming up on Newswatch 12 at 6, we'll look at how the members of the church were able to help out in the front lines during the coronavirus pandemic and the decisions they intend as a result of today's decision were to go through. Reporting live in studio, I'm Daniel Ramirez. Back to you, Brian.